barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. So I want to talk about something that we talk about, but I believe we're not concise about it. PBC is putting on events, and the rest of the competition is just putting on fights. And what makes me say that is Terrence Crawford's last fight, great fighter, top 5. But it doesn't pique your interest. If you miss that fight, it's okay. You know what I mean? You're not talking about it for 2 and 3 months prior to it happening. You understand? If you look at the zone, you don't even know who's on their cards. You know what I mean? It's like they feeding you a plate of jambalaya with that off-brand stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's just a whole bunch of shepherd's pie. They're just mincing shit together, and they cooking with the can that says El Pollo, potato. You know what I mean? What's that? Shaska soda. You know what I mean? It has no flair. It has no ingredients. It has no zest to it. You know what I mean? Whereas we're discussing fights on PBC, like let's just talk about the first 4 fights that could quite possibly could happen. That one is scheduled. You have Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. It's an event. We're talking about this fight months before they actually walk into the ring. Adrian Broner, Manny Pacquiao. Regardless of how you feel about either opponent, it's something you're going to think about 2 and 3 months in advance, and you may even put it on your Google Calendar. You know, Mikey Garcia, Earl Spence, lopsided fight on paper, but you're going to pay. You're going to pay for it. Somebody's going to have a fight party. more than a few people are going to have a fight party. So that's the difference, man. When you're able to put on events that can galvanize the imagination. Keep in mind, the imagination of fight fans is as important as galvanizing the dollars. Because Earl Spence, Mikey Garcia is an imagination fight. What if he moves up 1 weight class and defeats him? It's only 1 weight class. He just beat Sergio Lipinets, right? In February, March. It was postponed to March, I believe. So keep that in mind. You understand? Like it excites that revenge, anger type spirit. You know, the black versus Mexican, black versus Latino. We're not going to ignore it. We're not going to pretend that it doesn't exist. All right. So at the end of the day, that's the difference, man. That is the biggest difference, man. PBC is putting on events, and then they have fights that's scheduled to happen later that you're going to talk about, and the contracts aren't even signed. Leo Santa Cruz, Gary Russell, Jared Hearn, Jamel Charlo, excuse me. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just so much out there. Tank Davis, Abner Mares. You want to watch that fight because you know how great Tank Davis could possibly be. You're not watching it because you think Abner Mares is good. Tank Davis captures a portion of a boxing fan's imagination because we've seen him in the ring and we've seen the fuck-ups outside the ring, so we want to see what that combustion creates. You understand what I'm saying? So that's simply it, man. PBC is putting on mega events. And the great thing is they're doing it without Floyd Mayweather's name. So, which I think is extraordinary. You understand? So, man, kudos, hats off to them, man. It's gonna, what Nas say? It's gonna be that ether that make you. Ticket says it all the time too. Well, you guys know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to misquote. Go to Ticket TV's page if you want to hear that quote. But we're just cutting Nas on. So, anyways, man, it's just incredible. It's amazing. I'm in on the ride, and you know, we just got to celebrate it. And no matter how you feel about these fights I just mentioned, oh, it's a terrible fight. It captures your imagination to a certain degree, whether it's 1% of your imagination or 50% of your imagination. Earl Spence, Mikey Garcia is an imagination fight. I'm going into covering that fight, David versus Goliath. David versus Goliath captures your imagination. Don't forget about Roberto Duran now. All right, man. Let's Let's put our thinking caps on, our boxing thinking caps on. It can happen. Mikey Garcia is an A-plus talent at 135. All right? I don't know if he's an A-plus. He's still an A-plus talent at 147. But your body can only do so much and go so far. He's fit. He has the talent, the skill set of an A-plus talent. Does he have the body of a A-plus talent at 147? That's the question. Can he box for 12 rounds? Chris Bird, I believe, is a 2-time heavyweight world champion. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I quote him, said, I had to pull out my bag of tricks for 12 rounds. And he absolutely did it. So we're going to sit back and see. But enjoy the ride. I absolutely... And truth be told, I don't want these other boxing networks to fail. They're just... I just know that since I own my channel, which is a beautiful thing, which I couldn't do at the newspaper because I had an editor, I can say what the fuck I want to say. And I can own my words, and I can navigate a portion of the boxing world. You understand? Because they trust my information, they trust me, and I truly, genuinely appreciate that, and I will never ever take that for granted. But I genuinely love the fact that I can say facts about people who lie. So, anyways, man, barbershop conversation, man. Get your workout in the day. Get your workout in the day. If you in shape, out of shape, get better. I was telling a trainer 2 days ago, Monday, when I left the gym. It was real foggy. It was real foggy, and she had an 8-person class, and only 1 person came. I said, that's a separation day. When adversity that you can't control hits you, and you like, man, what do I do? Do I keep on plugging away? Or do I just sit and let the adversity just consume my quote-unquote imagination? Separation day. And every day of your life, you will have a portion of your day where you can create separation between you and your yesterday. Who gives a fuck about what Johnny, Tommy, Lisa Marie did? It's about you and what you did yesterday and those days prior to that. Every day of your life, you will have a point in your day where you have to separate. 7 o'clock when you get off work, do you sit your ass down and watch Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune? Or CNN for 2 hours? Or do you take your ass in the back room, cut the TV off, read your book, go work out, spend time with your daughter, spend time with your son? Every day of your life, there's a point in your day where there's a separation. Anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. I'll let you guys soon. Peace.